wish you a Merry
Jingle
Christmas.
bells,
We
jingle
wish you a
bells,
Merry Christmas.
jingle
We
all the
wish you
way.
a Merry
Oh, what fun it is
Christmas
to ride
and
in
a
one horse
Happy New
Giddy up,
Year.
jingle horse.
Welcome to the Shopless Media Podcast. On today's show, David Mead and Lottie Wiltshire arguing the toss of is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not?
Are you okay?
I've got a really sore throat today, and that has not helped.
Do you need a drink?
Yes, I do. Here's one I prepared earlier. Right, okay, but we do actually have something quite serious to discuss today. We wouldn't be sat here in all the Christmas gear with all the Christmas decks out, with the Christmas background, talking Christmassy stuff. So arguably, is this a Christmas podcast or not? But the bigger question is we're going to look at the film Die Hard, and is it a Christmas movie or not? What defines a Christmas movie? Right, discussion time. Okay, so David, what makes a good Christmas movie in your mind's eye?
Well, I feel you got to look at it in various different ways. You've got films that make you feel and think of Christmas,
Mm.
films that maybe have come out a certain type of year or you watch as a personal family tradition. You've got films that are set like back in Nativity, Jesus time, or more contemporary type stuff.
Yeah, there's a mix, isn't there? I feel like some of the definition, and if you look back at all the Christmas films and the ones that maybe you've grown up with, I think what actually defines a Christmas film is if it makes you feel Christmassy by watching it, or at the end of it, you get that little Christmas feel. You know what I mean? It's the start of the holidays. You get that little, I don't know what the feeling is. It's just a feeling that it's like Christmas is coming, it's here, it's on its way. I feel Christmassy. I think that's what really defines a Christmas movie, for me anyway.
But Die Hard in particular, if you start the very beginning of what you would see, the poster is basically Bruce Willis, John McClane, and a building with like an explosion behind him. Nothing to do with Christmas there. Came out in the summer where action blockbusters come out. If it was a Christmas film, wouldn't it come out at Christmas?
I mean, it's definitely an action movie, isn't it? But it's sort of a Christmas action movie. I'm sure you can have like a joint genre, bit like the Jurassic Park argument that we had earlier on in the year. Surely.
But Die Hard, the plot, you could take it and put it at Easter, Halloween, take your ferret to work day.
I don't know. I disagree because it's set on Christmas Eve, right? It's set at Christmas Eve. They're having a party. It's a works Christmas do. So if it wasn't set at Christmas, Christmas Eve, Christmas party, there'd be no Christmas party, right? So if there was no Christmas party, there would be no terrorists. If there was no terrorists, there'd be no crash. And if there was no crash, there'd be no movie. So the movie wouldn't exist.
You can't just put a Christmas tree in the corner and call it a Christmas film.
Yeah, but it's not, it's baked into the plot, isn't it? There's themes of Christmas all the way throughout. There's Christmas music, there's Christmas cheer.
So you've got terrorists, explosions, guns, blood. Like, it doesn't exactly give hot chocolate by the Christmas tree energy, does it?
Let's look at the theme, okay? So Christmas is about family, it's about reconnection, and that theme is exactly what is trying to take place. It's about a broken family, isn't it? Reuniting and coming back together, and he's doing whatever it takes to get back to his family. That's got to be Christmassy, right? Think of Stickman.
Stickman.
Well, he's got swept away and with the goose and the water, and he was thrown, and then he got
I
frozen.
was too sad that.
It is sad, but then Santa found him and brought him back to his family. So it's
What luck, yeah.
yeah. So okay, it's missing Santa getting him back because he's an adult and it's not an animated children's film. He gets back to his family himself, but that core message is, unity at Christmas. So that's always at the heart of a good Christmas movie, surely.
The Die Hard, Christmas doesn't drive the story, it decorates it.
Okay, So when we talk about Christmas, then we think of tradition. So
Mm.
traditionally, yes, you're right. This film was released in the summer. However, it is rewatched every Christmas. So there's a lot of people out there that watch this film as part of their Christmas tradition. So if you're looking at traditions of, what makes something a Christmas film. So when was this film produced? In the 80s?
Yes, 1988, I think it was. Yeah.
There
So
you
it's
go. So it's every single year it makes its way back because it's tradition, because it's a Christmas movie.
I feel it's in the same category as Home Alone. Home
Oh,
Alone's about a kid that's left alone, and
don't
some
get
burglars
started.
come in. Like again, you could take that, put it anywhere. Doesn't mean it's Christmas.
You can't. Home Alone is like one of the biggest Christmas films ever. In fact, it's probably my favorite
Again,
Christmas film.
it doesn't drive the story. It just decorates it. They've gone on holiday. It could have gone on a summer holiday.
But it's back to the theme, isn't it? It's watched at Christmas. It's put in the genre as Christmas movies on Netflix, for one. So the professionals have given it a genre. Two, that kid is like the parents and the family are trying to reunite again at Christmas. And it's all about coming together again as a family. Tradition and Christmas. Okay, Mr. Scrooge, what is your favourite Christmas movie then? That is actually a Christmas film.
I would put Elf at the top of that.
Elf's a good shout. To be fair, I would agree with you on that. Why do you like that film?
Again, it's similar to what you said. It's about the feeling, about what you get from watching it, and it's all in the main very jolly, funny, and you can kind of relate to it, and it's just really nice. It makes you feel warm, and it's cute. It's got great art direction, set design, especially when he's in um, North Pole. So it's a stop motion animation in there as well.
Hmm.
Obviously, Will Ferrell is just brilliant in everything, especially in that era when it was made. Was it 2004? It's quite old now.
Hmm. It's brilliant. I do like that film. And yes, undoubtedly it is a Christmas movie.
But you know, there was an Elf 2 animated.
No.
And it's like the worst film ever.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, I don't. Obviously they just did they not like release it into the
It's like a TV movie. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Avoid that. So, Lassie, what's your favourite Christmas film or films?
Oh, well, I have a lot. Obviously, you said Home Alone isn't a Christmas film, Home Alone 1 or 2, and you don't like the second one, but they are classic Christmas movies that I've grown up with, so they are 100% up there in the top 5. I do really like Elf as well. Um, However, there's a film that I've discovered, and it's sort of become my own little tradition. So I sort of end up watching it on my own, roughly about this time of year. And it's just like one of those kind of typical rubbishy sort of Netflix movies, but it's called Office Christmas Party. And it's Jason Bateman. I love him. He's a really very good actor. And Jennifer Aniston. And basically, the plot of it is they're going to shut down their branch. So Jennifer Aniston's come in to shut down the branch unless they can pull off this like mega deal basically to keep their branch open. So they decide that they're still going to go ahead with their office Christmas party. And it's kind of one of those films. It just gets more insane as the night goes on. And this party turns out to be this hugely epic, everyone just loses themselves at this works do, and it looks like a lot of fun. I was like, I need to get to that party, and it just makes me laugh because it's very silly. It's a very silly film, but it's quite dry as well.
Santa Claus the movie. Always watched that. I was growing up.
Yeah, I mean that's a classic, isn't it?
Yeah, Dudley Moore. Yeah.
But I tell you what, the modern version of that for me is the Christmas Chronicles. Now,
Yes.
if I was watching that now as a child, I would be looking at that going, "That's him. That's the real him." Like that is because Kurt Russell in that suit. Honestly, as a kid, I'd be like, I know all the other ones are just feeding into the main Santa. He is the one. He's very high end Santa.
High end Santa.
He's high end.
I've seen it, but I don't really remember it.
Do you
It's
not?
quite a few years now since that came out. Yeah, there's been a
Uh,
second one. Yeah.
yeah, they're both really good. They're sort of
Mm.
good, kind of again feel good family films. The kids like these.
Have you seen Polar Express?
Polar Express.
It looks weird now because of the
Yeah.
level of detail of the faces of the kids, uncanny valley type zone, but it feels really nice watching it.
So the Polar Express, that's an interesting one. It does split opinion, I think, the Polar Express. Personally, I do like it, but I can see how it's stylized in the animation and stuff like that. It has got a slightly creepy vibe to it. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah, if the technology at the time wasn't quite there. If you imagine if it was like made now, or even if it was done live action,
Mm.
exactly the same people in it and all that, it would work really well. I think it's just because of the look wasn't quite there that it has that now. But when you watched it though in 2004, it was probably this is really good.
Mm. Yeah.
Maybe
All right. What else?
other animated films I'm trying to think of from last few years like The Grinch,
Mm.
really good.
I
Have you
don't
seen
like
them?
any Grinch stuff.
Oh,
Don't
no, got
like
to
any
see.
of the live action. I don't like any of the animation. I don't like the character, the Grinch. It's all over the shops. I'm a real. I don't know why. I just don't
Oh,
like it. It's a big green monster that is a bit freaky and weird. And no, it's
does
not for
that
me.
go back to any Doctor Seuss stuff? Or is it just a Grinch in
I
particular?
don't. To be
That
fair,
type.
Dr. Seuss. I mean, I read a lot of it. The Cat in the Hat, the original traditional books, I like. The live action film with Mike Myers, can't stand it. Creepy, weird. It's yeah. Again, it probably splits opinion. You don't like any Tim Burton stuff, whereas I really like it. And again, it's got an edge to it. Some people think it's creepy, it's weird, it's heavily stylized. And I think when you have things that are heavily stylized, you are going to split opinion. But I don't think that's a bad thing because it's obviously people then really love it or people really hate it. But at least you're not bland somewhere in the middle.
Sticking with Tim Burton, Batman Returns is set at Christmas.
Mm.
But no one associates that being Christmas today.
I don't know. I like. Is that the one with Penguin in it?
Yeah, there's lots of Christmas trees and
Yeah,
decorations.
yeah. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't class that as a Christmas themed film, but it's missing quite a lot of the other things that we talked about. Tradition. Do people watch that at Christmas? No, not really. Does it have Christmassy vibey feels underneath about love and peace and family and reconnection? No, not really. So.
Yeah, I think every Shane Black film, including Iron Man 3, is also set at Christmas. He just
Hmm.
sets all his films at Christmas.
Well, that's fine. So, but again, it's the argument, isn't it? It's like back to Die Hard. Just because it's set at Christmas, yes, I would agree in some ways it is an action film, but the core themes of it are throughout. It's baked into the film and it's traditionally watched at Christmas. So it's obviously a Christmas
I have some random films I always watch at Christmas because I associate them with Christmas. And they include all the Lord of the Rings because they originally came out at Christmas.
You watch all of those every Christmas.
Yeah, not the Hobbit ones because they're
God, that's how do you find time?
I
That is
find
a
time for that.
That is it. I've. Do you know what with Lord of the Rings? I binged it one weekend. I was like, never again. Never again. And I'm not being funny, but never again. The Lord of the Ring films are great, but they go on and on and on. And I think if you've seen something once, why would you waste valuable lifetime rewatching everything that you know you've seen? Just watch something else.
But if it makes. Hang on, you just said you watch Home Alone stuff.
Yeah, I know, but
That's
that's
the
like
same.
it's an hour and a half.
Well, that's
It's not an
like watching it
entire.
twice.
It's that's like I'd have to lose 2 days of my life to do Lord of the Rings.
It'd be about 9 hours because they're about 3 hours each.
An
The
entire
theatrical.
day.
So 9 hours is a day.
It's a working day. I mean, imagine all the things you could have done with that day. He's not. I tell you what, he's not watched the Jelly Bean. You need to watch the Jelly
Jelly
Bean
bean.
about about how many days you have left and how you're going to spend your time. If I send that to you, you will stop watching Lord of the Rings at Christmas. Maybe. Go on, what else do you watch?
Avatar films because they came out at Christmas. The next one's coming out in a few weeks. Harry Potter I associate with Christmas. Watch some of those.
Yeah.
And for some weird reason, Star Trek, the
Oh,
J.J. Abrams one that came out in like
oof.
2008, 2009.
God, just generally Star Trek. I have never watched Star Trek. I've never watched Star Wars.
You've never watched Star Wars.
Never watched Star
Well,
Wars.
that's going to be another podcast, I feel.
Why? What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's just a bit.
You haven't watched it, so how do you
No,
know?
I've seen snippets of it, like that Chewbacca. I mean, what's that about? It's just no. That is back to the Grinch for me. That no, no. And I like 70s films, but it feels very old school, very. I know I'm going to get rinsed for this because the entire world likes Star Wars and Star Trek, and I just don't understand what the big deal is. I don't. It's based in space, which is fine, but like Interstellar, something that's got something about it.
Yeah, that's my favourite film, but yeah.
Yeah, something that's like, oh my goodness me, there's a theme here that could actually be real, and it challenges all your thoughts and thinking. Sort of just people going around in little suits and lightsabers, and I don't know. Oh, boring.
That's a great definition of Star Wars. Are there any Christmas films that you've not seen and you think you should have seen? But mine would be, in particular, be It's a Wonderful Life. Never seen that.
You should see that. You should see that. I have seen that once, and I was like, you know what? That is a really good film. It's old, so it feels slow by today's standards, but it gives you that feeling. You get
Mm.
that Christmas feeling. You know what? I might watch that this year because I've not. I've only watched it once, and I might rewatch that one because yes, even though I slated you for the Lord of the Rings thing, some films there is some merit in watching it again because you get something new the next time you watch it. But beyond maybe 2, 3 goes, it's like maybe explore something new.
Okay. So the takeaway from this is don't spend a lot of time rewatching stuff.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it depends on your personality, doesn't it? It depends on your personality. So I haven't watched Game of Thrones, right? Because it came out and everyone watched it. So it's all out there. It's all being discussed and I didn't jump on the bandwagon at the time. Now, if I had to go back and watch that now, I'd probably have to lose 5 or 6 days of my life. And I have to go and honestly say, is that show me worth losing 5 or 6 days of my life?
But if you really
Yes or
enjoy it,
no?
if you're really enjoying it, then how's it wasting time?
How do I know if I'm going to enjoy it or not until I watch it? Or if I watch it like Dexter and then get committed to it and then I feel like I have to see it through, and you know full well there's series in there that are just rubbish, but you're going through the motions. That's the only thing about like the binge-worthy series.
But I rewatch a lot of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's like a nostalgia, comfort, familiarity type thing. In the particular, and I've said it before on this podcast, like I've watched Simpsons series like 3 to 10 so many times. It's always just on a loop,
Yeah.
and I won't. At the moment, I've been watching it, and I've not skipped any episodes. I used to just watch favorite ones, but now it's just watch everything.
It's interesting, isn't it? I think it's just back down to personality type because for me, I just wouldn't do that. I like TV and I like content and I do consume it. Obviously, we work in it. But I don't know. I feel like I've sort of pulled really far away from TV and films in the last few years. I like learning stuff. I try and lean into a lot more podcasts. But then again, you could have anything, couldn't you? It's like music. Do I listen to some of the same songs over and over? Yes, I do, because I get enjoyment from it. So
Mm.
it's back down to what you enjoy the most, what you value the most, is then what you're going to do.
Yeah, sticking with TV, if you look at the schedule now for like the main few channels for Christmas Day, you go, don't watch any of that.
Mm,
When
yeah.
back when you're younger, you'd look at it and you'd get the Radio Times and you'd circle stuff and like, yeah, you haven't seen that film, gotta watch this, gotta watch that special of that comedy, that whatever. There's absolutely zero interest in anything at the moment. We are kind of fortunate this year that we free Stranger Things released on Christmas Day, so that's sorted that evening.
What about the speech, the King's speech now, of course, versus the Queen's speech? Do you watch that on Christmas Day? That's a tradition for a lot of
No,
families.
that's waste of 10 minutes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you think it is?
Yeah, it doesn't
You
mean anything.
you're not a royalist.
Unless you're handing out loads of money, to me, it doesn't mean anything.
My family are big royalists. They will not miss that slot. I don't watch it, but they will not miss that slot. They will tune in for that 10 minutes.
Whether I watch it or not, it's going to make no difference to me.
True. It's tradition though, isn't it? Okay, so when you have your Christmas dinner, do you have chicken, turkey, goose, beef, or ham? Or a combination of those meats? Or maybe maybe you're vegetarian and you have a nut roast.
It's usually chicken, but you've just said all those things like a mixed grill would actually be pretty good.
Yeah,
It's just a lot more effort.
all of it.
Yeah.
Well, goose is an odd one. I think goose sort of dries out a bit. Beef's kind of nice. In my house, we'd always have beef, but that would be a Boxing Day thing. Beef and ham would be like the Boxing Day meats. Goodness knows why, because you've got literally £1,000,000 of turkey left from the day before. I'm going to ask you a question, a really important one, and there's a divide in my household about this. Bread sauce or no bread sauce?
Bread sauce.
Yes. There's nothing better, I would say. Now, this is probably either a Boxing Day thing or if you have room later on Christmas Day, this is right at the end of the day. You know, when you like playing your games or whatever you're doing, but you're like, I'm a bit peckish now after my massive lunch. So get a little bread bap with some turkey, bit of apple sauce, and then lashings of bread sauce. Bosh. Now that, talk about a carb sandwich. Bread in bread with cream and butter and turkey. Because turkey does dry out. It just makes it all... It's worth saving the calories for that.
And I also think mint sauce goes with everything.
Mint?
Any type of roast, yeah. No matter
You're
what the meat is.
nodding your head.
And mayo.
Lamb. Lamb.
But these guys know whenever we go to the carvery lunch, I can put on mint sauce and mayonnaise. No gravy. It's true.
Mint sauce and mayo, the next Michelin star restaurant opening near you.
Yeah, because gravy just makes me feel sick, whatever the type of gravy is. So I just avoid it. But add the moisture with...
You are so kooky.
Yeah, different.
Gravy makes you sick.
Yeah.
It's just like bland.
Is it not allowed to make me sick?
Brown water with a bit of salt in it. But mayo and mint sauce doesn't make you sick.
When we go for our Christmas lunch, I'm going to do it in front of you.
Ugh.
You're going to sit next to me and look.
What condiments do you have with your Christmas dinner? Do tell us.
Yes, comment down below.
Okay, so so if we're talking about the trimmings with the meal, so my family are very much into the extras around the meal. So obviously you have your meal with your turkey and your veg, and my family like all the surrounding bits, and it's sort of every year it's gone on, more and more and more has happened. So we probably have about 5 or 6 different types of stuffing now. Just stuffings.
No.
Different types. Force meat. That's
What?
that's separate. Force meat. That's cooked with the bird. Cranberry sauce. Gravy. Bread sauce. Apple sauce. And honestly, some years I was like, where's my Christmas dinner? because this plate will have been served up with all these other things. And I just think maybe it's because it's a Christmas dinner. You can't just have like a roast dinner that you'd have on a Sunday with a piece of turkey. It has to be extra, and I don't cook any of the stuffing. It just appears at the house. So I was like, okay, I can't do all of that work. That would take weeks. And then there's red cabbage. That's entered into the equation because when you combine families, you bring in someone else's Christmas tradition with the tradition that you grew up. So now you have this blended mega mix of a meal. It's just like, wow, I'm going to be eating forever.
Sounds like you need these like double-sized Christmas plates to fit all this on.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I would just be happy with the bap with the turkey and the bread. Like, if I could just have that, I just maybe with a few little roast potatoes.
I was just thinking, it's so much effort, takes so much time, and like it's eaten within 10 minutes, and you got a load to clear up, and you're like, that's a lot of effort.
Okay, what about games then? Do you get the games out? Because a lot of people like to get like board games out, physical games, quiz games on the evenings. You've done all your movies, you've eaten all your food, and now it's like games night.
I hate playing any board games, any card games.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. But it's like, when else do you play them?
I don't. Try and avoid it. Or if I do have to play, I'll be
Really?
bad on purpose, so I go out straight away.
You know what?
Scrooge.
I would have really put you down as like a boards game kind of guy. No.
Now that's a waste of time, like your Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
If it's going out and playing a sport or that sort of activity, yeah, but
I know, but you're like interacting with people, you're having fun, you're doing
I'm
something
not
you
having
wouldn't.
fun.
It's okay, okay. Is something you
It's
wouldn't.
become therapy.
David's board game. So Boxing Day then. Walk or no walk? People like to go out for a very long walk, don't they? Do you do the walk? Get out and stretch your legs and burn all of those 5,000 calories. That is the average that a person consumes on Christmas Day, 5,000.
Yeah, Boxing Day, yeah. Get out somewhere. Avoid shops because that's too busy and too stressful. There's no need.
I would agree with you on that. There's no need.
Nature, that's fine.
Nature's good.
And if the kids have got something that's to do with playing outside, that usually comes out. The weather's not normally great, but that's still all good. Yeah, get out and do something for a bit in the daylight.
Okay, well, we've done a very big Christmas deep dive there. It started with Die Hard, then we've got into Christmas traditions. We talked about films that we like and don't like, things that we do around Christmas that we like and don't do. Food. That's obviously a massive part of Christmas.
Food, yes.
Relaxation, family,
Yum.
and the festivities.
Yeah. So now I'm going to go away and put some sleigh bells at the end of Terminator 2 to make it a Christmas film.
I do love Terminator 2. It is probably the best sequel there is going.
Just ignore the sequel part. It's probably like, yeah, top 20 films of mine for sure.
It's a very, very good film. And that would be classed as sci-fi. And those of you who know me, I'm a bit against sci-fi. But Terminator 2. Shall I tell you my favourite line? I want your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Bad to the bone.